There are thousands upon thousands of reports of people having close encounters, extraterrestrial visitations, and granted, I'm not saying all of them are legit, but many of them are. I myself have seen a UAP over 20 years ago. Went off to the Dandenongs with a friend that was very interested in the subject matter, and it was a frequent occurrence, according to him. And yes, I actually saw one, the erratic flight patterns, but that's besides the point. There are thousands of reports. Now, of course, the question of credibility arises, but when you have a situation where there are not only a number of reports, thousands of eyewitness reports, and then you have high-ranking officials, so we have many members of government, right? Many of them that were in the deep state that have actually been part of these recovery programs. And then, in addition to that, they're speaking that they've had firsthand experience. They've seen the biologics on board, and that they are not human. They're all coming out and saying this kind of stuff. That is compelling evidence. That's the kind of evidence where you can get a warrant. And that's essentially what's happened. I mean, because of figures like David Grush having come out, given their testimony, along with many other high-ranking officials that have come out, we've essentially gotten effectively a warrant in place by putting this legislation in the United States, right? And this is not something that just affects the U.S., but the one thing that's happened here in the U.S. is that there's legislation in place now that is forcing people that have been involved in these programs that are hiding this incredible truth from the general public to be forced to come out and share what's going on here. I mean, that's essentially what is going on. That's one aspect of the proof. In regards to the hard evidence, like the video footage, I mean, that's there. We now have telemetry. One of the things I found in the Age of Disclosure documentary is that a lot of theories were about in regards to how these UFOs, UAPs work. Bob Lazar, super genius, figured out exactly how they were working and had these theories about how they create some kind of force field that creates some kind of environment within the craft that allows them to seemingly change the laws of physics as we know them. And within their environment, the craft doesn't have to abide by the same laws, and this would explain how they're able to travel at such rapid speeds with erratic flight patterns and so forth. And a lot of fascinating technology. One of the things you see in the documentary is that we can now capture with our telemetry these UAPs, and you can see the signature. You can see the force fields that are created within these UAPs. I mean, this is all technology. This is all verifiable. The fact that these UAPs are going beyond 40,000 miles an hour, and look, that is well beyond the technology that any country that we know of has. But more to the point, far more compelling, is the fact that we also have video footage, photos of these extraterrestrial beings as well.